Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial for this aqua blue eye look that I have on right now, and it's using the Revlon Photo Ready Quad in Bohemian. And it took me a while to kind of figure out this little sets of eyeshadows because it comes with a powder primer, which I have just been using as a regular eyeshadow. So I've just been using it that way, and the sparkly top coat. The top coat is actually really pretty. When I first got it, I tried to just apply it dry. I had a feeling I wasn't using it right, so I went back and used it. I'm going to show you how I apply it in the video to just kind of make it come to life. It is so gorgeous. It has little holographic glitters in it, which sounds crazy, but I promise it is actually very wearable. Keep watching to see the full tutorial, and hope you guys enjoy it. Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do is apply a white cream eyeshadow base so that the colors in our eyeshadow quad kind of appear more like they actually do in the actual quad when they're on our lid. So for that, I'm just using my NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to apply that to the base of my lid really close to the lash line and kind of make a half circle type of shape. Start to blend it out. I'm using a synthetic brush. This is a P82 from Sigma, and then bring it up just so that it fades up gradually up into the crease like that. Before I go in with my powder eyeshadows, I'm going to use this Anastasia Brow Duality pencil. I'm going to use it's basically just like a highlighting type of pencil, and I'm going to use the Sand Shimmer side, which has a slight shimmer to it, no glitter or anything. So I'm going to apply that into my lower waterline. And then I'm going to use this Revlon Photo Ready Quad in Bohemian. For the lid, I'm going to be using this really bright Aqua. It's kind of like a seafoam green. I have that on a smaller shader brush, so I have more precision. This is an E55. Yeah, an E55. I'm patting it all over the lid and then just blending it with that same E55. Oops, that same E55 all the way up through the crease. So now I'm switching up to a medium angled brush. This is an E70, and I'm going to use that to apply my highlights. And for that, I'm using this color down here, which is like a peachy champagne type of color. This one is supposed to be the primer, but I find it's basically just another eyeshadow as far as I can tell, so I just use it as either a lid color or a highlight color. In fact, when I layer it underneath other shadows, it kind of dilutes them, so I wouldn't really recommend using it like you would a regular eye primer. I would just kind of use it as another eyeshadow, but it's really pretty. So then you want to pick up any basic crease or blending brush. This is an E25, and I'm using that to apply this darker brown in the quad. What I did first was just kind of tap it along the outer edge of my eye like that, and then once you have that on there, it's when I go back and forth and kind of wiggle my brush around to blend the color around. Flick it upwards so you get a little bit of crease definition with that darker brown. You might be able to tell what comes next judging from the way my eye looks, because it kind of seems like there's something missing right here, like there should be a color there, right? So for that, I'm going to use this shade at the top. This is like a corally peach. Take this E40 blending brush and kind of squeeze it so it's a little tinier and just dip it into that shade. So that's going to go right there, kind of above the brown, and then blend it straight up through towards the eyebrow. So just kind of flick your brush upwards like that. Okay, so to finish up the lower lash line, I'm using a combination of this like melon color and the brown together. So I'm going to start off with the darker brown, press that into the outer corner right there, right on the lower lash line. I'm going to layer this color just right on top using that same E20 brush. I'm going to place that color right on top of the brown we just put down, but I'm going to blend it down farther and bring it in a little bit farther. I just kind of like to take my brush and just bring it straight back, just in that center part of my lower lash line. Okay, so for my eyeliner, I'm using my Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner in brown. For this look, I want to do like a relatively thin line along the actual lash line, but then pull the wing out so you kind of get like this flirty wing in the outer corner. Now for the sparkle top coat, which is totally optional, but I'm going to apply it so I can show you guys how I apply it and what it looks like and everything. It's this little guy right here. So I'm going to take this flat synthetic shader brush from the Urban Decay Naked palette and spritz it with some of my Fix Plus by MAC. So dip it right back into the little pan. Patting it over the gold to start, and then when there's less sparkle on my brush, I'm going to start patting it over a little bit over about like half of the blue color. Going to apply this L'Oreal Power Volume Black Smoke mascara. So I'm applying a generous amount of that to my upper and lower lashes. So for my false lashes, I'm going to be using the Chroma Glimmer Lashes. So I am pretty obsessed with these Chroma lashes. Even though they're a little pricey for the drugstore, they're really easy to apply and they're just absolutely gorgeous. They're really long and wispy, so they don't look like, you know, super thick caterpillar lashes or anything like that. They're just very, very glamorous. Keep in mind, this is totally optional. You could skip this if you wanted, but I just find that anytime like glitter is involved, I think that false lashes and glitter just kind of go hand in hand. So you guys know today is a really bad baby hair day, so you might see some flying free. But I don't know if I'm going to wear my hair like this later, so I don't want to spray them down. Okay, so to add some final polish to this look, I'm going to conceal and brighten my under eye area. Usually I use my brightener first. Today I'm going to use my concealer first. It's going to look just a little bit more illuminated by switching the order. And this is the Revlon Age Defying DNA Concealer in Light. So I've already done this eye, so I'm just going to tap that on and just start blending it out really gently with this Real Techniques. This is a foundation brush. So before I have that all the way blended out, I'm going to go back with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the brightening shade, which is a pink, a really bright pink shade, and I'm going to trace a little upside down triangle and then just continue to blend it the rest of the way in. So I just tapped out a little bit of this Bare Minerals Well Rested brightening powder into the cap using an E40 and just a microscopic amount of this powder. Not very much at all. I'm just going to use that to set my concealer. Also, I forgot to mention this, if you want to go back in with a liquid eyeliner or something like that just to cover up any traces of the strip of lashes you applied, you can do that. I probably should do that actually. I was thinking about contouring and doing that whole thing, but I think I'm just going to go for a more natural look, so I'm using the most natural looking bronzer I have, which is my Cargo Medium Matte Bronzer. So I'm just going around my temples and my hairline a little bit just to give my face some shape, but it also warms up your skin at the same time. I always try to blend it out at least a little bit with the Kabuki. NYX Mocha. This is the best blush ever. So this is definitely my go-to. It feels like it's loose. When in doubt, Mocha. The thing about this one though is you really have to be careful. This is just an angled F40. You really have to be careful because it has a lot of color payoff. It's easy to overdo it, which is fine. You can just blend right over it, but just so you know, little warning. This is the Maybelline Color Whisper in Ooh La Lilac. So this is like a brighter purple. So I'm going to put that on first. Kind of a pastel purple, so I'm going to tone it down with this other Maybelline Color Whisper in Lust for Blush. This has been an amazing color. I take it with me everywhere I go. I love this one. I do really like to wear both of these color whispers separately, but I just thought I'd mix it up today to mix it up. I wanted to show you this little dress thing I have on. It kind of looks like I'm just wearing a really plain black shirt, but it's actually not. It's like a t-shirt dress. I have been wearing this a lot lately just because it's so comfy and it has a really cool graphic eagle. And then I just have some random bracelets from H&M and Charming Charlie. And I also have these like really bright colored slippers on. Love this though. I think it's so fun because you can kind of dress it up. I've done that, or you can dress it down like I obviously did today. So thank you guys so much for checking out this tutorial. I really hope you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.